word. Okay, well, today we are going to see this beautiful, beautiful talk from Swami Satyananda Gandhi. And it's a talk about, the title is World Peace Through Meditation. And this talk, I didn't know that it was, he made this talk in honor of the World Day of Peace, that September the 21st is not only springtime for us, the spring day, but it's also the World Peace Day that has been established by the United Nations. And they celebrate this day every year at SRF also. And that's why he gave this talk. And well, we are going to see, to watch the first minutes of the video, and then we'll comment it. Okay, and the talk is very beautiful. And also I was talking to you and say to you that it's very beautiful because he doesn't only talk about peace in theory, then he put it into practice. And there are two beautiful meditations in the talk. And well, we are going to do the meditation at the last of our, at the end of our meeting, we are going to do this meditation also. So it's a perfect example that spiritual things are not only to be read or to be read, are also to be practiced and put into practice. Okay. Let's share the sound of the computer here.
Thank you for joining us today. Today is World Peace Sunday at Lake Shrine. Every year, September 21st, the United Nations dedicates the day to observing world peace. It's a very important day in our modern times, and so we have made it a tradition at Lake Shrine to participate. The theme this year of the United Nations is Actions for Peace. And according to our faith tradition, our teachings of our Guru Paramahansa Yogananda, the greatest action that we can perform for peace for ourselves and peace for others is finding peace in meditation. And so our action that we can contribute as a gift for the world is to gather peace first in our hearts, and feeling that peace, then we have a gift that we can share. Feeling that peace, then we share that peace with the world. So that is our theme for today. Let us have a meditation together.
Well, the meditation, we are going to do it at the end. And we are going to see a bit more of the talk, and then we'll comment it. A bit more here.
And that's what we can do when we want to give a gift of peace. It was a lovely opening meditation together, wasn't it? And that's what we can do when we want to give a gift of peace to the world. I like to say that you need to possess a gift before you can give a gift. And so we need to actually take that step first to cultivate, to feel, and to enjoy peace ourselves within our hearts. And when you start to feel that peace vibration building into a living peace energy within you, then you know you have a gift to give. And that's when you can begin to stream it from your heart, sending it out to the world. God will support, God will guide your love, your peace out to the hearts who are in need. So this coming week, that is an action, spiritual action that men and women can take to give a gift of peace to the world. And in this way, we will be contributing our part to world harmony and peace.
Okay. Well, let's start with this. This first message is very powerful and very practical, because he says we all you know that we have this, that we want to contribute, how to change the world, how we ask ourselves, what can we do to make a better world? And well, to make a better world, we have to, you know that there are these phrases that we see, but we have to put them into practice. That all starts with us. And we first, if we want to contribute with peace to the world, what we have to do? First, we have to find and we have to connect with this peace, the peace in ourselves. And how can we connect with the peace in ourselves? By meditation, through meditation. And these were the words of Yogananda also. And he mentioned this, and it's very beautiful. So, here it says that our guru, Yogananda, said about what he said about meditation. The greatest action that we can perform for peace from ourselves and peace for others is finding peace in meditation. And he says also very beautiful, he says that peace is a gift for the world. Que la meditación nos conecta con la paz, y que la paz es un regalo que nosotros le podemos dar al mundo. But, he says, our action that we contribute as a gift for the world is to gather peace first in our heart. And feeling that peace, then we have a gift that we can share. Feeling that peace, that we can share that peace with the world. So, to give something, first we have to find it in ourselves. Primero tenemos que conectar con eso en nosotros mismos. And here, let's read this paragraph. This that is in bold. It was, I was saying just a minute ago. Can you read it?
Yes, yes. I like to say that you need to possess a gift before you can give a gift. We need to actually take that step first to cultivate, to feel, and to enjoy peace ourselves within our heart. And when you start to feel that peace vibration, building into a living peace energy within you. Then you know you have a gift to give.
Okay. And here, that what it says here, that first we have to find, to cultivate this peace within our hearts. And he uses a word that is building that peace, building into a living peace energy within you. And building. Building is a word, as many words in English, that can be used as a noun and as a verb. We are used to see it as a noun. What is a building? Un edificio. Like here, for example, well, that building is one of the oldest in the city, or smoking is not allowed inside this building. But we can also use it as I didn't. Well, I have put another. You can use it figuratively also as a verb to say to build trust. Construir la confianza, por ejemplo. And this is a use of to build. And as it's used here, to build peace, construir esa paz en nosotros. It can be used in both ways. And then he uses another verb that also can be used as a verb and as a noun, and it is to stream. This is another very useful word.
A modern word.
Yes, a modern word. That's why I took it and wanted to show the different uses of this word nowadays, and how he used it in the when he talks about connecting with peace and what we have to do. Let's see this paragraph first, and then we talk about stream. And that's when you can begin.
And that's when you can begin to stream it from your heart, sending it out to the world. God will support. God will guide your love, your peace, out the heart who are in need. So this coming week, this is an action, spiritual action that men and women can take to give a gift of peace to the world.
Okay. He says that once we connect with this peace inside us, then we can begin to stream it from our heart. And what is to stream? A stream, as a noun, is a word for arroyo. Un arroyito, ¿vieron? It's a current of water. That's why we can say, for example, we crossed a little stream in the forest, or there's a stream running behind the house. Running, you know that run also is a word that you use for run, to run, correr, y there is a very, very interesting and funny how there are words that are used figuratively in both languages. O sea, hay palabras que se usan de modo figurativo tanto en inglés como en español y tienen el mismo uso. Por ejemplo, esta, there's a stream running behind the house. Viste que en español también decimos, hay un arroyo que corre cerca o atrás de la casa, sería en este caso, o en cerca de donde estamos, por ejemplo. Running, a stream running. This is a use of stream. Para decir arroyo, for example. And as a verb, that's why stream as a verb means to flow continuously, like water, air, or light. So we can say, for example, tears streamed down her face. Cuando las lágrimas le corrían por el rostro, digamos. But from stream, there is a word that is very, very usual nowadays, and is what? Streaming. And streaming can also be used as a noun and as a verb. And how do we use streaming nowadays as a noun? Here, read the meaning. The act
or process are watching or transmitting media online.
Yes. And as a verb, we can say is streaming or are streaming something. We can talk about a streaming platform. A music streaming platform. What is for example, Spotify is a music streaming platform. Or if we use it as a verb, we can say they are streaming the concert live tonight. Or the teacher, well, here, like here, the teacher is streaming the class on Zoom. Or she was streaming her favorite show when the internet went down. This is another expression. ¿Cómo decimos se cortó internet? In English, internet went down.
Went down.
O sea, for example, an example can be, oh, well, I wanted to join the meeting. Sorry, I couldn't because at my house, internet went down. Se me cortó internet. Went
se cayó.
Claro, exacto. Como decimos, se me cayó internet, ellos dicen went down. My internet went down. Y también como decimos, por ejemplo, viste que muchas veces decimos, en español decimos, ¿y por dónde pasan el partido esta noche? O qué sé yo. Sí, lo pasan por YouTube. O lo podés ver por YouTube. We can say, ESPN is live streaming the match on YouTube. Live streaming es cuando lo pasan en vivo. Live. You can see it live. ¿Viste cuando? Live. Como decimos, lo podés ver en vivo. You can see it live. Live streaming on YouTube. Or you can watch the match. It's streaming on YouTube. Lo pasan por YouTube o lo podés ver por YouTube. In English, we can say it's streaming on YouTube. And YouTube. Okay. Well. And then we are going to watch a bit more of, well, or we can stop here and see, so we have time, because then he begins to talk about history, because, and it is very, very interesting what he said, because he's talking about peace. And he says that Yogananda was not only a spiritual teacher, he was also a leader of peace, like Gandhi, and they live at the same, they were contemporaries, and they live almost at the same time, with Gandhi and with Luther King. That and he talks about the context in which they spoke. It was the context was the First World War, the Second World War.
Second
World War. So that's why this theme of peace was so important. And he also says that that there is a garden in Encinitas in honor of peace that is called the World Peace, the Rose. That's where I found the connection here with your trip. I will show you now this, and then we will do the meditation, because I want to also to see first the transcription of the meditation before we do it, because it is useful for us. I like to see how they guide a meditation in English, because we do it is the same as we do in Spanish in our group. And for us, it's very useful to know how to say the same, but in English, how to guide a meditation in English. Well, before this, I was telling you that in a part of the talk that we are going to see next class, he talks about the World Peace Rose Gardens, that are gardens, rose gardens, son jardines de rosas, yes, that are in different parts of the world, are gardens that are in honor of peace. And there are in different, they have one in Encinitas, and are different World Peace Rose Gardens in other parts of the world. And where is, I will, now I will, he says that if you want, you can do a web search and to find the different World Peace Gardens in the world, and I did it. Él dice, lo podés buscar por internet si querés. Vos pones World Peace Rose Gardens y te van a aparecer todos los que hay. And look what I found here.
I'm looking for a book for autobiography, because in the chapter 44, Yogananda talk about the meeting with Mahatma Gandhi in Warda.
Yes.
In the 27 August 1995. 35. Wow.
Yes, they met, and that's why I like this beautiful connection. You know how all is really connected, and sometimes we think that we have this advantage nowadays because internet exists, but previously in old times it happens the same, because God connects everything, and they live well, because Yogananda was living in the States, but when he came back to India, and he could meet Gandhi, and that's why it's. And
a few days ago, I speak with my wife, and I talk about the the experience with Gandhi when I said the mosquitoes. Remember, when Yogananda sleep, we have a lot of mosquitoes, and he going to kill one and then desist. And Gandhi, so he thought the mistake is that meaning of thinking to kill. That's all. Because you don't think at least to kill anybody, any people and an animal and plant.
Yes, that's why that is a thing that is very powerful, and for me from Gandhi, that the coherence that was always with what he said and how was his life. He showed this, what he teach or what he taught or what in everything he did in his life was a representation or a manifestation of his teachings, and it is well, let's see the first how many gardens, other gardens in rose gardens, were peace rose gardens worldwide, and one, well, they have one in Encinitas, this that is called in Encinitas, they call Gandhi World Peace Garden. And look what they had one in San Francis of Assisi. They have a World Peace Garden also, a World Peace Rose Garden. And well, there are many, many others around the world. But I love when I saw this, because last week we had a very beautiful talk about your experience when you went to Assisi recently, and here Assisi is present again. Well, and talking about Gandhi, it's very beautiful when here he talks about the way he dressed. You know that he always used a white dhoti and a white cotton shawl. This was these were his clothes, and how he adopted these clothes. You know, I also wanted to read this, because I know that you like stories like me. So let's see what happened, why he adopted this way of wearing the clothes. It was here.
Okay.
Read from here. He was
he was giving a lecture to a large crowd of people, and as was his habit, he was dressed impeccably.
He was dressed impeccably. He was very elegant. And he was a lawyer also. You know,
Yes.
that at that time, lawyers also, they have, and this is a tradition, I think, that you know that you are always on a suit, you are very elegant and impeccably dressed. And what happened? He was, yes.
He was outfit in his, you know, classic clothes, and he was public representative, and he was presenting his philosophy and ideas. And he began to notice that the people in the audience, many of them sitting on the ground, were dressed very simple. There were just very common people dressed in white cotton loincloth, dhoti, shawls, saris. And this made a strong impression on him. He was dressing so well, and the people is his audience but he was talking to wear dresses very, very simple. And so he pondered that in the evening after his lecture.
Okay, he pondered that. To ponder, make to reflect on something. Eso lo hizo reflexionar a él. That's this is the meaning of ponder. She pondered that. she reflected on that in that evening after the lecture. So then what he did.
And he made an important decision to carry through for the rest of his life. And in the morning, before he went out to have it, his second lecture in a series, he dresses himself in a white dhoti, simple cotton dhoti, and then a white cotton shawl. His host came to his room and said, Gandhiji, your lecture is 1 hour only. Please, please get dressed. And Gandhi famously replied, I am dressed. From now on, that this is what it will always wear, the plain and simple dress of 400 million of my Indian brothers and sisters. Isn't that beautiful?
Okay. I like this when he said, you have to get dressed, vestite, get dressed. I am dressed. So, and this shows what we were talking about, that his coherence, that all he preached and all his teachings, all he said was reflected and manifested in the way he lived and in the way he wears the clothes and in everything. And he was a wealthy man, and he donated, I think, all his possessions because he wanted to live as he taught. Okay, well, so these are our great teachers and our great masters. And well, next class we are going, because it's almost time now, but next week we'll go on with this beautiful talk about peace and about the teachings, not only of Yogananda, but about Gandhi and Martin Luther King's teachings that are expressed in this talk. And now what we are going to do is to finish with the meditation, and let's see a bit of the text of the meditation. That how does he guide the meditation? He starts like this. He says, we want to have a quiet heart and a quiet mind. And a quiet heart and mind can most easily concentrate and beginning to feel the subtle vibration of God dynamic peace. So,
what is subtle? Subtle?
Subtles, sutiles. Subtle
okay.
vibrations.
Subtle
vibrations. So, what are his instructions? He says, so the instructions that we always give also, but it's beautiful to learn how to say them in English. So, quieting the mind, lifting the gaze. Gaze es la mirada. Entonces dice, eleva tu mirada. Centering yourself at the point between your eyebrows. Draw a slow, gentle, inhaling breath. You know that we say inhale and then exhale.
Exhale.
Exhale. Feel relaxation throughout your body. Feel relaxation throughout your body. Throughout it's a word to say en todo tu cuerpo, a lo largo de todo tu cuerpo. Throughout Inhale slowly and deeply. Despacio y profundamente. ¿Vieron cuando nosotros decimos en Spanish we say, tomen una respiración profunda? In English we say, inhale slowly and deeply. Exhale and feel deep relaxation. Now, keep the body motionless and relaxed. Motionless. Motionless is another useful word we use in English, because motion, what is to motion? Motion,
Move.
yes. And so motionless,
Yes.
without motion.
Well,
It's another way of saying keep your body quiet. Keep the body motionless and relaxed. Let the mind be quiet. No background thoughts. No background thoughts. It's another way of saying, you know, that when we watch or when we listen to Mooji's contemplation, he says, don't engage with your thoughts. Here is something very similar. No background thoughts. O sea, no prestemos atención a los background thoughts. What are background thoughts? Los pensamientos que están ahí de fondo. Be watchful for subtle vibrations flowing from the stillness within. Yes. Nos pasa esto, que empezamos a sentir esas vibraciones sutiles cuando dejamos de lado los pensamientos, ¿viste? Y nos empezamos a concentrar nos enfocamos en lo que estaba, en la sensación que nos transmite nuestro cuerpo, esas, the subtle vibrations flowing from the stillness, de esa quietud empieza a surgir eso, esas vibraciones sutiles, subtle vibrations. Keep the body motionless, the mind quiet. Feel those vibrations. They are there. They are always there, just behind your breath and heartbeat. They are always there. Viste que eso siempre lo decimos también. That this peace is there always at the background, but we cannot feel it because we are distracted with another thing. And he uses another beautiful word, which is soothing vibrations of God's peace. The word soothing in English is very beautiful because it's the same as calming, comforting, healing vibrations. La palabra soothing in English te transmite eso, es lo que te sirve para que te calma, ¿viste? Que te contiene y te calma. This is the meaning of soothing. Soothing, calming, comforting. And he says, draw a slow, gentle, inhaling breath. Exhale and feel. And now concentrate on these vibrations. Use your concentration and willpower. What is willpower? El poder de tu voluntad. Because will es voluntad, willpower. To help them grow within you. Feel soothing vibrations throughout your body. Feeling your heart and mind. What is to feel? Feel we have two similar words here. To feel, que es sentir, and fill, que es llenar. Sentí cómo estas vibraciones llenan tu corazón y tu mente. Feel your heart and
feeling is like to feel or feeling llenando.
Feel con doble E es to sentir.
No, the other.
Y la otra, fill es llenar.
Llenar.
Cuando es con I sola.
And in its meaning is llenar or llenando.
Llenando.
Llenando,
Feeling,
okay.
que están llenando tu corazón.
Okay.
Llenando tu corazón. It's the gerund, as we say in Spanish. Es el
Gerund,
gerundio.
yes.
Llenando tu corazón y tu mente. Concentrating on them, feeling, ves que tenemos los dos feelings, feeling your heart
Sí.
and then feeling them grow. Podés sentir cómo crecen, sintiendo. And es el uso que vos decías recién, por eso usa o sea, lo que pasa es que cuando lo traducimos al español, nosotros usamos más el infinitivo que el gerundio, pero quiere decir eso, cuando uno se concentra, cuando la sentís que crecen dentro tuyo, what you are doing? You are building dynamic peace and energy. Así es como que construimos, y me gusta esta forma que él dice, energía de paz dinámica. Dinámica porque uno la siente adentro. Es algo dinámico, no es algo desde esa quietud, digamos, from the stillness grows something that is dynamic.
The feeling, I remember when you said feeling, the feel, remember when you go to the bar or restaurant that they said you can you can have to buy a cup of Coke and then you get free refill.
Ah, yes, that's it. Yes, the refill, and we use it also, the refill, exacto. That is used with
Recarga gratis, sería.
Yes, exacto. The free refill es la recarga gratis, tal cual. And comes from this word, refill. Exacto, tal cual. A free refill. We use it a lot nowadays with artisanal beer, that you have to buy the bottle, the great bottle, or a big bottle of beer, and then you can use it for you can take it again to the shop and refill it for them to refill it. Yes. Okay. So feel, and here we have the two words used.
Yes.
Feel it, feeling you. Feel it, feeling you. Comforting you. ¿Por qué se usa tanto el ing? Porque es algo que viste que el presente continuo se usa para expresar algo que está sucediendo en este momento y que está en proceso. No es una acción que empezó y terminó, que empieza y termina, sino por eso dice, feel it, feeling you. Que in Spanish, how we say, es como decir, sentí cómo te va llenando, cómo te está llenando.
Comforting you.
Comforting you. Very good.
The same.
Feel it more intensely now. Exhale and feel. Now, and it's very beautiful because he says, after the he says, now you can you have a gift to give. This is dynamic peace energy of God. Let us stream our loving peace, full of unity, full of charity, full of omnipresent caring, streaming peace from our hearts into the hearts of all humankind. It's very beautiful. Then we can, when we can feel it, and then we can feel how this peace streams from our hearts to all mankind. Como esta paz corre, fluye desde nuestro corazón hacia el exterior, hacia otros corazones. And this is what we were talking about at the beginning. God is guiding. God is directing this dynamic flow of divine peace energy.
Beautiful.
We have to remember this, that this peace with which we connect is the peace of God. That's why it's so powerful. And here, you begin to feel the love. When you begin to feel love, that is the contact. Okay. Well, if you have time, we can finish with the doing the meditation, my friend.
Okay.
Okay.
You are insinuating to me that the next week I had to guide in English meditation.
Yes. Yes. It's a great tool. We can practice. Today we are going to listen to this to the Swami, but next week you can do it yourself to finish.
And then I first I had to advertise the follower. If you want to understand this meditation, you have to go to Spiritual English with Kari.
This is a good way, a very good way of promoting the workshop. Okay. So, a ver, que la voy a buscar. Here. Ahora la comparto. Here.
Unitarians. I would say two important lessons that we can take away.
A ver, por acá está. Acá.
So let us have a short peace meditation together. We want to have a quiet heart and a quiet mind. A quiet heart and mind can most easily concentrate and begin to feel the subtle vibrations of God's dynamic peace. So quieting the mind, lifting the gaze, centering yourself at the point between your eyebrows. Draw a slow, gentle, inhaling breath. Exhale. Feel relaxation throughout your body. Inhale slowly and deeply. Exhale and feel deep relaxation. Now keep the body motionless and relaxed. Let the mind be quiet, no background thoughts. Be watchful for subtle vibrations flowing from the stillness within. Keep the body motionless, the mind quiet. Feel those vibrations. They are there. They are always there. just behind your breath and heartbeat. Soothing vibrations of God's peace. Draw a slow, gentle, inhaling breath. Exhale and feel. Now concentrate on these vibrations. Use your concentration and willpower to help them grow within you. Feel soothing vibrations throughout your body, filling your heart and mind. Concentrating on them, feeling them grow. You are building dynamic peace energy. Feel it filling you, comforting you. Enjoy this moment, full of peace energy. Feel it more intensely now. Draw a slow, gentle, inhaling breath. Exhale and feel. Now we have a gift to give. This is dynamic peace energy of God. Let us stream our loving peace, full of unity, full of charity, full of omnipresent caring, streaming peace from our hearts into the hearts of all humankind. God is guiding, God is directing this dynamic flow of divine peace energy. There, can you feel the connection? You begin to feel the love. When you begin to feel love, that is the contact. Now begin chanting Om mentally, long and strong. Chanting Om to God and streaming peace energy, touching the hearts of all. Amen. So this is something that we can practice this week. And you
Okay, my friend. It's beautiful to meditate in English also. And it's beautiful to pay attention to our inner, how we can connect with this inner peace, and why it's so beautiful, because it is the peace of God. And this is a very beautiful way in which we can contribute to the world. So we have to keep on practicing this. And it's very, very useful, because I say this because sometimes we are not aware of how important is what we do, not only for ourselves, but for the people, for others. Para terminar, es eso, porque a mí me gusta mucho compartirlo con vos, porque los dos hacemos lo mismo y uno pasa por estas experiencias que a veces, viste que decimos por qué siguen viniendo, y es porque tenemos que, hasta que realmente nos podemos establecer ahí, que es eso de, viste, de que a mí me sigue pasando, de que por ahí es temprano, me despierto y digo, hoy estoy muy cansada, no me puedo levantar, no sé qué, pero cuando uno empieza a tomar conciencia, primero cuando lo experimenta, como decía este hermoso monje, que él dice, no podés dar un regalo que vos no tenés. You cannot give a gift that you don't have. Entonces, una vez que lo experimentamos, cuando lo podemos empezar a compartir con los demás, and I am sure that you have this experience also, that you receive messages afterwards saying, oh, what a beautiful meditation. Thank you. Thank you. And well, this is, and it is not it is not us, is that we choose to be God channel. Eso es también lo que no nos tenemos que olvidar, que es una elección nuestra, esa de ser canales de Dios, y que Dios, no estamos solos, Dios nos asiste y Dios nos guía, como decía él ahora al final, God is assisting you, is directing you, is guiding you. Well, my
is the book that I told you, that's the doctor of Barcelona, who talk about the we had to leave the ego, and through the meditation keep realize the supra conscience, and this is the meaning. This is another body. They said the holistic body, and the way is the meditation. So
yes, that why, because we were talking about vibration, and I read yesterday, I watched in a video on Instagram that someone who says that all these emotions that we have of sadness, anger, fear, all these emotions are low vibration.
yellow.
And when we meditate, we connect with God. And God is what? High vibration. That's why it's so important to feel better and to have a better life. tenemos que conectar con la vibración alta, que es la vibración de Dios, porque todas esas emociones nos bajan la vibración y es lo que tenemos dentro. Entonces tenemos que y es otra forma de decir lo mismo cuando you were talking about dissolve the ego. Para disolver el ego, es eso lo que meditation is a great way of dissolving the ego, porque el ego, ¿de qué está hecho? De eso, de esas emociones bajas, digamos, que nos aplastan. We have to go up.
Ese libro que vos después le vas a regalar a Vito,
Sí.
después Vito te lo va a prestar porque es muy transformador. Es chiquito pero muy pobre.
Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you for this time, for sharing, and well, see you.
See you.
Have a very beautiful weekend.
You too, beautiful weekend.
And
I'll see you next Monday.
next Monday. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you.